Alright guys, welcome to Maid Cafe. It actually has a pretty decent intro song, you know? Words and everything. Wakey wakey sleepyhead. What is happening to me? Calm down now, you're safe in bed with me. Is this real, or are you another dream? Oh, this is real. As am I. We met yesterday, remember? Your roommate was gracious enough to let us use the bed. The bed. Sean gave up his own bed. Oh yes, he is sleeping it off on the couch. What did we do yesterday? I don't remember a thing and I just had some crazy dreams. God, I think he knows what we did. Dreams or premonitions? What are you saying? You spent the night with a demon. Didn't you expect there to be some consequences? A demon. You're a demon. Notice the wings, horns, the tail? I'm not dreaming. I'm just going insane. Stop getting upset. I just gave you a gift. A gift? Yeah, my virginity. What? Only kidding. Hey, lighten up, Michael. I give you a little look into some things for the days to come. To help me? More to just hint at the possibilities. So you're saying the cafe, those girls are real? It can't be. I'm an Abigail at a Maid cafe. I mean, Lucy maybe, but the other two? Well, you will see soon enough. But it's time for me to go. Why don't you go back to sleep? I'm sure it'll all be better in the morning. As her words end you, feel your eyes close, and darkness surrounds you before you can say anything more. You sit bolt upright, your flimsy sheet falling to the floor next to the couch. What was that? You run your hand along the back of your neck and take in the pale, early morning light filtering through the window of Sean's front room. Was that actually a demon? And dreamed within dreams? Spending a night on the couch clearly doesn't agree with you. Did I get drunk or something? The move back to town must have exhausted me more than I thought it would. Gradually, you give in. There's still a few hours left before it really is morning. You should try to get a few more hours of sleep at least. Laying back down, you close your eyes and hope the dreams will not return. Day 1 dawns. Thursday, 11th. You feel yourself coming back to yourself, having slept a few more hours. Waking up, you feel strange, like everything you're doing is something you've already done. The dream was so vivid, too real. It would have been better to forget. You catch yourself before you start to think it was real. I certainly want to make sure I only sleep on that couch as low as possible. Still, I'm lucky to have a roof over my head and a crappy sofa to sleep on. Your gaze moves to the window, where morning light spills through the curtains. Nothing like the city I left behind. Hey. Finally awake, huh? Sean, you woke up first. Since I became a productive member of society, unlike someone, I have to. I was a productive member of society. It's not my fault society... It's probably like, bro, can you put a shirt on? Don't give me that glum look. Sorry. You'll get back on your feet. This is a temporary setback, or whatever they call it. Just a stroke of bad luck. Doesn't really feel like bad luck. It feels more like bad choices. You didn't choose for your company to lay off a bunch of people, Michael. No, but I did choose to not save up any money. Not enough to remain in the city, that is. Well, that's a frowny face, isn't it? Jeez, you're a real bummer in the morning. You groan and rub your hands over your face. Sorry, my dreams, they've done me in a bit. And your Sophie recommended that I find a new place as soon as possible. I don't think it likes me. Hey, this sofa's been through a lot. He pats the back of the sofa affectionately. She has character. Character? It wasn't cursed or something by any chance. No, of course not. Just some fond memories on this thing. I'm sure I don't want to know, considering I slept on it last night. Ooh. But hey, she'll always be here for you to catch you when you fall. Yeah, I know. I'm grateful, but I don't really know how to tell Sean that. Anyway, I just wanted to say hey before I got going. I'll see you later, alright? Yeah, do your thing. I'll see you. See ya. You already said that. You said see you like 3 times. You glance toward the doorway, hearing voices as Sean closes the door behind him. Good morning. Huh? Hi? Did Sean not mention me? No, I don't think so, but I do feel groggy this morning. Well, I'm Gemma, so now you know. I'm a friend of Sean's. A friend? Yep, just a friend. I came around to help. Perhaps we could be friends too. Yes, I'm sure I would like that. Look, it's like a little fist pump. Yeah! Ah, that's good. Gemma winks. You clear your throat and shuffle in place. Did Sean tell you why I'm here? He said he took you in off the street like a stray puppy. Damn it. That's not a good first impression. What? No, well, that's only half true. We're old friends. Gemma blinks at you. It's a temporary arrangement. Okay. You realize you've been standing here in your underwear this entire time, and another rush of embarrassment quietly floods your veins. Sorry, I should go take a shower before it gets any later. It was nice meeting you, though. No worries, you go wash. I'm just gonna do some cleaning, alright? Oh? I agreed to help Sean out, and apparently it's needs doing. But don't worry about that. You go on and get ready. Alright, I'll leave you to it. That felt awkward. Still better get washed up. This is a nice looking bathroom, actually. I'm just gonna take my shower and get into some clean clothes. Should I have a quick shower or a longer one? I love me some long showers. Take a long shower. I'll take my chances and shower properly. Take your chances. If that means there's less chance you'll still be around. Oh shit. He's right. After last night's streams, I could do with a good long wash. That's better. Ah, there you are. And there you are. You didn't let me clean you, so I cleaned something else. I can get back in the shower. Clean me? Just kidding, of course. I would never do Sean's dishes just because I wanted to. He begged me for a favor and I felt I couldn't say no. Isn't he just the worst? Is that lingerie? She lives doing the dishes and that. You find it hard not to stare at her lingerie from behind. So, see something you like, Michael? That's your name, right? You're staring at me all funny. I was just, your outfit. It looks nice. I don't want to mess up my clothes while cleaning, you know? She winks again. Right. Still, it'd be weird. I don't mind being weird. All the best people are, you know. I agree. Gemma beams at you. You clear your throat and try not to question it, or stare at her too much. So you need help? No, don't worry about it. After your long shower, I wouldn't want to mess you up again. Oh, alright, if you're sure. So, what are your plans for the day? I bet they're more exciting than mine. At least you're not cleaning Sean's apartment. Today, I guess I'm going to find a job. You know, nothing stressful. You guess? What kind of work are you looking for? Do you want to wear a French maid outfit? And clean? Well, I'm a trained pastry chef, and I used to work at a cafe in town, so I thought I might look in and hope. A pastry chef? Oh, that sounds fancy. Delicious, even. I'm not a chef. Well, not anymore, at least. Well, I'm sure you'll be a chef again, whether it's in the cafe or somewhere else. Thanks. I don't think you can use me, otherwise I'll have to look around town for something else. Well, if it doesn't work out, you can always be a model. Literally thought that almost said maid. You laugh, surprised by the comment. We'll see. Ugh. I could stand here and watch her all day. I guess I have to be productive today. And I can't just sit around lusting after all morning. I should get going. I have a lot to do today. It was nice meeting you, Gemma. Well, good luck then. Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye. Phew, I'm out. What a morning. Well, best not to think about it. I have to find a job after all. But I do at least know where to look for one, thanks to that dream, I guess. Maybe the dream was just to remind me about the old cafe. I used to work there, so it is as good a place to start as any, if I want a job. Heading away from Sean's place, you eventually begin to get your bearings. It's been so long since you've been home and things have changed. The small town you remember has grown in just a few years to a bustling city. But if you remember rightly, the main shopping area was on the other side of the park. Walking through it, you are glad to see that the park remains undisturbed and as beautiful as ever. You walk easily into the heart of town, passing the park and the small lake that has always been the centerpiece of the town. It should be just down here. Wait, did I pass it, or? Here it is. Despite the dream, you're still surprised to see the old cafe is now a Maid cafe. You gawk at your old workplace, jaw-dropping. If this is real, could the other things be real too? Excuse me. A stunningly attractive woman giggles flirtily as she nudges her way past you and disappears into the entrance of the cafe. How does she not fall over? So, women do go there too. I assumed it would just be full of men slobbering over themselves. The events of Envy's dream feel like they are growing less distinct as time passes. You glance up and down the street, a little worried about someone you know seeing you, before taking a deep breath and stepping towards the cafe. As you move closer, a vision stands in front of you with a flyer in her hand. Welcome to the Maid Cafe. Abigail. It is you. And you're busty. Michael, is that you? Caught off guard, you remember the dream. Clearly it was real. Abigail is a maid girl. This means Emma, Lily, and Lucy are probably inside too. Hello? Are you in there? Abigail, what are you? Huh, it seems I caught you unawares in my getup. I have a job here at the Maid Love Cafe. Are you going to come in? Okay, yes. I was just surprised. I remember things differently here. Yes, well, things do change. As good as it is to see you again, why don't you head inside? I should be doing the same, and you start working properly. Are you coming in with me then? No, you can fight on your own. I need to go in the back way, obviously. Still feeling a bit out of it, you nod and walk towards the entrance. Welcome to the Maid Cafe. My name is Shelby. Have we had the pleasure of serving you before? What? No, of course not. I've never been here. Why do you say it like that? I wasn't accusing you of anything. I like her. She looks cool. Especially the hair. Your brain is overloaded as you stare at the sexy girl greeting you, her maid skirt fluttering around her curvy hips. Are you a server here too? Huh? What? No. Well, sort of. I mainly work in the kitchen. I'm a chef. Don't let this get up fool you. Sometimes I get put on door duty, or to waitress occasionally if the other girls are spread too thin. She straightens up suddenly. Not that any of that matters. I really hate working out here. Why can't I go back in the kitchen? Working from a script is so tedious. I always get sidetracked. Anyway, there's a $25 entry fee into the cafe, which will cover your main meal. Side items and desserts are extra and can be paid for after. $25 just to enter? Damn. I don't even know what I'm going to eat yet, and I'm already being charged for it. Your eyes roam up and down Shelby again. Oh, he knows what he wants to eat. Well, I guess it could be worth it. Just for the experience. Right. The experience. You hand over the money to Shelby, who handles the transaction clumsily at the cash register. She really isn't used to being out here, you think, as she fights with the machine. Once she finally has the cash crammed into the machine, her expression brightens again. All settled. You can go and step inside now. Your waitress will take you to your table. Which one's mine? Lily, Emma, Abigail, and Lucy. I guess it wasn't just a dream. Some part of it was real. You stagger back toward the corner of the room, staring, unable to believe your eyes, bumping into the wall as you do. Turning your back on everyone, you suddenly feel a little foolish for coming here. It was a nice dream and all, but working here with these women would be a disaster. Michael, is that you? Hearing that voice, you turn around to greet Lily. Oof. Hitting the floor, you come face to face with Lily. I'm so sorry. It was an accident. It's okay. I was just surprised to see you. And it looked like you were going to leave. Her hair looks weird. It's cool looking, but it looks like there's ears, and it's not hair. Like big bunny, droopy bunny ears. It was as much my fault as yours. I rushed up to you after all. Still, I didn't mean to do it. Alright, well, let's just forget about it now, okay? Okay, thank you. God, how am I going to make up for this and still get a job here? What a disaster. But I didn't want a job here. So, welcome to the Maid Love Cafe. I'm glad it's you despite what just happened. What are you doing back in town? I can't believe you're visiting and you didn't even give me a call. Don't tell me you came here to see someone else. I'll be a little offended. Actually, I'll be a lot offended. I didn't come here to visit anyone, as such. Well, maybe I did. I just, I'm back in town, permanently it seems. It feels like you're standing in quicksand. You wish the ground would hurry up and swallow you already. So I'm going to be living here again. Really? That's wonderful. Is it? Good. Well, maybe it's wonderful for me. I was thinking about you just last night. What was that? I brought you to the cafe. I'm job hunting. I thought I'd come back to the little cafe and see if they needed help, but... it looks like maybe I got here a little too late. I'm guessing there's a new owner by the look of things. You try very hard not to look at Lily's outfit. That makes it feel worse when you fail completely. That's right. There's a new owner. But I am in charge of hiring all the same. Really? Well, obviously you'd want to work with me again. We were the dynamic duo. What? Duo? I was the head on your shoulders, thank you very much. We'd have never gotten anywhere if I hadn't been calling the shots. Oh, come on. Everyone who came into that cafe showed up for my cooking. You wouldn't have had anything to micromanage if I hadn't just kept us up on my back. You stretch out your shoulders jokingly. Lily rolls her eyes. I'm not hiring you on if you're just coming here to take all my glory. Wait, do you really have an opening? You were just playing around. It didn't seem like a real possibility. We do have an opening, actually. You left for culinary school, didn't you? Did you complete it? Of course. I got some experience as a pastry chef before I joined a catering company. Really? I ended up in a managerial position rather than actually making food with them, though. Then when the company downsized, you hold out your hands. Well, here I am. You've really been out there in the world. This could be fate, it seems. Since we do need a pastry chef. But you know, you might be a little rusty. Me? Rusty? Cooking is like riding a bike. You never forget, except maybe a few things. And if it goes wrong enough, someone ends up in the hospital. Lily sighs. I'm gonna have to take you on, aren't I? You never get through an interview process anywhere else. Hey, don't make it sound like I'm not qualified. You know I am. And I really, really need this position. It'll all come back to me. Promise. If you're really serious about being back here and staying. Shelby's a talented cook, but desserts are her weakness. We only offer a few basic items at the moment, and the workload of handling both can be too much for her at times. Not that she would ever admit it. We really could use you. I'd be happy to help, really. Lily seems more serious than you remember. She looks you up and down, making some kind of judgment and decision before she nods. Alright, all that can be arranged then, but let's not worry about it now. You're a customer today. Let me take you to your seat. You follow Lily, utterly dazed by the turn of events, but refusing to question your good luck. Have a seat. Your waitress will be by shortly to take your order. Oh. Come by tomorrow, okay? Around lunchtime. The cafe will be closed, but I can come in to give you a chance to prove yourself. And if you still have it, then well, we can trial it out. Of course. Thank you. Really, Lily. She flashes you another smile and then bustles away. Lily's going to test me? I know I'm capable of the job. She knows I'm capable too. Or I guess she did know that before I left. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Though it really doesn't feel like it. You look around, the cafe's strange limbo between a place you've never been and a place you used to work. I shouldn't sweat it. I'll ace any test that Lily throws at me. You distract yourself from your worries with the menu that Lily left behind. You skim the dessert options. It's just like Lily said. Simple, easy to make desserts. Nothing fancy. If I had a job here, I bet I could really spice things up. Especially if that was my only assignment. No, don't go overthinking it already. You don't even have the job yet. There's no guarantee this will work out. Mikey! Lucy. You glance up, met with Lucy's bright, happy gaze as she smiles pleasantly at you. As you look her up and down, you can't help but stare. Is everything okay? More than okay. You continue to stare at her. Oh, Mikey, you like the outfit? It's different to the others. Yeah, Lily likes to have us wear different outfits now and then. Different maid types to keep things fresh. Continue to stare, you try to pull your eyes away from the outfit, which is more than a little revealing. I don't think it's too revealing. I haven't seen all of it yet, though. Come on, Mikey, stop perving like that. Hearing her pet name for you again, you manage to pull your eyes away from her body. You know I don't like to be called that. No one's ever called me that, but you. It doesn't feel like you're talking about me. Oh, maybe that's true. I forgot, but I know I used to call you something other than Michael. Besides, I like it, because that's my pet name for you. You'll be my pet, won't you? What? Oh, please put a collar on him. No. Well, I can be yours if you like instead. You smile awkwardly. You'd forgotten how forward she could be. Do you still go clubbing? No, honestly, I really don't. What? That's so sad. We had so much fun where we would go together. They were good times, at least the times that I remember. You were always such a messy drunk. I wasn't messy. Uh-huh, you totally were. One time you were so out of it, you did it all over my face. Wait, what are you saying? Good times, weren't they? I think he knows what she's saying. Yeah, sure. What is she saying to me? Am I understanding her right? We should do that again sometime. Do it again? As in? Maybe someday soon. You sigh, looking at her. It's a date. We'll go clubbing again like the old days. Oh, go clubbing. Of course. And have that incident happen again, of course. Alright, sure. Great, and as for the rest, well, we will see. Lucy will always tell it her way. There's no use fighting that. I do sometimes miss those university days. Even if nothing from them really stuck. Even my friendship with Lucy was more of a convenience. I never thought I would see her again. We were two people that wanted to go to the same clubs and parties, and I had a good time with them, but we never went beyond that, never started a relationship. So then, what can I get you to eat? Oh, of course, that's why he's here. I won't take up too much of your time. Look at the menu, there are 3 options available to choose from. $25 to enter and you only get 3 options? Oh my, it's not, is it breakfast? What? I guess it is breakfast. We woke up and we came here, right? Maybe it's the lunch. Let's get a hot dog and choke on it. Let me take a hot dog and I'll have a Coke to drink. The hot dog? Sure. You might be surprised, but Abigail's been eating a lot of those lately. Really? Yeah, but I'm sorry, the hot dogs have already sold out today. Could I suggest a cheeseburger instead? I swear they are really good, my favorite too. Alright then, shame about the hot dog though. Who's been deep-throating all the hot dogs? Come on. Sorry, I'm sure you like the burger. Thanks. Lucy writes down the order as she nods in reply. Alright. Got your order all sorted. She giggles again and scurries off to put the order in for you. It's not exactly what I remember Lucy's personality being. She was cute and fun, but she was never giggly. Must be part of the act. But it's not a bad act, you decide, once you see Lucy coming back your way with a tray full of food in her arms. Tray full of food. You just got a cheeseburger. Here you are. Wow. That looks good. Was it pre-made? Because that was really fast. I was also surprised Shelby would hear you, and she's really good with knives. Well, why do I feel like that's one of the most genuine things Lucy has said during our whole conversation? Lucy sets the tray down for me. It looks like a McDonald's meal. Let's be honest. Is she not going to leave? Why is she just standing there over me? You glance up at Lucy, who smiles down at you. Is there something the matter with it? No, it looks great. You look great. Guess she's hanging around then. You shrug to yourself and dig into your meal, not minding the company while you eat. Oh, would you like any of the extras? I forgot you haven't been here before. You wouldn't know to ask. Extras? Mm-hmm. You can add a dessert. Or I can feed you like a good maid would. You can also play games after you've eaten. If you'd like to add a dessert, it's $5, or $20 for a dessert with one of the services. You can also do all the services, plus a photo option at the end for $30. How much money do I have right now? They'll feed you your food and take pictures with you? I could get a dessert, maybe one of the services. Oh man. Feed me my food. Actually. Feed me my food. Lucy doesn't even blink. As you like. She smiles as she approaches closer, taking the seat next to you for herself. You're surprised she's really doing it, with no objection, not even a frown. Then, as natural as anything, Lucy takes one of the fries from your plate and feeds it to you. You eat it from her fingers. She glances down at the burger. If you wanted help with the main course, you should have ordered something a bit easier to handle. I tried the hot dog, woman! That's alright. Just the fries are good enough. Really? Lucy pouts at this, but you don't see another way around it. Really why she would be keen on feeding you in the first place. So you offer this to everyone? Of course. At Maid Cafe, we take care of our customers as best that we can. We fulfill their every need when it comes to their meal. It sounds a little like a script, but also like she believes it. But really everyone? Lucy smiles. The men usually, women if they come here alone. Has anyone ever bitten you? She giggles. Of course not. What a question. Is that the first thing that came to mind? That you wanted to bite me? It's very naughty of you. I would never, unless you offered. You grin as you take another fry offered from between your fingers, surprised at how close and intimate it feels. Almost casual. You thought it'd be more awkward, or a little babyish, but Lucy seems so invested in it. She's good at this. No wonder she works here. Before long, the fries are all gone, and the rest of your meal sits untouched and forgotten. She glances at the burger again as you thank her. I hope you feel you got your money's worth. Of course. But if you're worried, let's add a dessert. Lucy perks up. Alright, a dessert. What would you like? Do you need a menu again? No, of course not. An ice cream sundae, please. Of course, right away. I didn't think I would enjoy that as much as I did. Well, this better not awaken anything in me. Who would turn down being hand-fed by a cute girl? Although it'd be embarrassing because I know her, but it was actually kind of nice. If only I wasn't having to pay you for the pleasure. Pfft. You chuckle to yourself and glance around the cafe again. There are other customers enjoying similar services or playing little games with the maid seated at the table. The atmosphere is warm and friendly, even with a suggestive overture. You relax into your seat. Here you are. One ice cream sundae fresh from the freezer? It's so tiny. That's still appetizing, right? Well, I certainly wanted different beef from the oven. Lucy scoops up a bit of ice cream and hovers it near her mouth. Open up the barn, here comes the airplane! You glance up at her as the cold spoon touches your tongue. I think this place is onto something. He likes to talk about being fed by grapes by beautiful women. But who wants grapes when you can have ice cream and beautiful women? You take a mouthful of cream, the cool sweetness mingling with warm fudge. Lucy beams. People always look so happy when they're eating ice cream. That's why I think it's the best item on the menu, even if it isn't the most complicated. I'm sure you spoon feeding it to them has something to do with it. Do you really think so? Ah, yeah. A faint blush touches your cheeks as she leans in and feeds you another bite. You nod with a mouthful of ice cream. Who would have thought Lucy and I would end up like this? She must get a lot of attention from people for doing these services. I'm sure she likes that. Maybe she's calmed down since we knew each other. Or maybe she's just into other things now. She inches closer as she feeds you another bite, grinning at you. What are you thinking so hard about? It's impolite to talk with your mouth full. Excuses. She giggles at you. It's okay, you can tell me. It'll be our little secret. You think about saying you, but the word won't leave your mouth. I don't think I was thinking about anything, for once. It was really nice, actually. Lucy giggles. Good. You should always leave your troubles at the door when you come into a place like this. I've dated at least one of the girls in here and slept with a few more of them. If anything, most of my troubles are all here in this building. That thought evaporates again with another bite of ice cream, personally delivered to you by your former college friend. Damn it, Lucy's right. Ice cream really does make it hard to be worried or upset. Have you missed me? You nod obediently. Good. She offers you another bite, rewarding you for the correct answer. You'll come back, won't you? And let me treat you again? You nod, and are given another bite. The spoon scrapes against the bottom of the bowl now. I like making sure my customers are happy and well fed, but especially when they get all blushy and cute about it. I'm not blushing. I don't blush at all. You resist the urge to reach up and touch your own face, just to double check. Sure you aren't. Say whatever you like, but you and I used to be chatterboxes. Now you're all tongue-tied. It's cute. She pops the last bit of ice cream into your mouth before you can argue. You almost inhale it. Just because I ask you to feed me, it doesn't mean you get to baby me. You pout and go to wipe off your lip, but Lucy's hand snatches you by the wrist. No. Let me. You stare, frozen, as she takes a napkin and gently dabs at the corner of your mouth. You gaze into her eyes for a second, completely powerless. You blink, the spell breaking as Lucy folds the napkin over and sits up. That's better, isn't it? You shake out the spell that Lucy's beauty cast on you. You nod. Yes, thank you. I had a good time here. I'm glad I stopped in to check it out. Oh, is that all? Are you going to leave me and go back to work? You are working. It doesn't feel like it. She whines so cutely now. Well, when did you learn this trick? I bet you tell all your customers that. Only the cute ones. Her pouty lip makes you grin, but you still have a busy day ahead, and you have to think of your wallet. You can't sit around all day paying for Lucy's attention. It was really great. The service, the food, all of it. Wonderful. Here. You gawk as she unfurls your receipt from her cleavage and slides it face down onto the table. You peek at it as Lucy winks. Don't tell Lily, but I got you the drink for free. An old friend special, just between me and you. You didn't have to do that. But you're grateful for it anyway. The bill comes to $20 for the extra services you ordered, and you end up sliding another $5 onto the table for Lucy's time. That got expensive quick. But you don't regret it, you decide, as you stand to leave. Please come and visit me again. Lucy drops into a low bow, showing to you the steep cut of her cleavage. Huh? That has to be intentional. You bite so hard in your own cheek, you almost have your own blood as a second dessert. Your blood pressure skyrockets, heart pounding as you stare at her perfectly cut breasts. Right, I definitely will. She holds the post longer than necessary, chest threatening to burst from the seams of her maid outfit. With lead in your feet, you barely manage to walk away. I bet they make extra for every service the customers order. That makes the most sense. It also would increase the tip needed. You glance around the cafe again after finishing your ice cream, stealing a few last-minute glimpses of these faces from your past. It could be a little strange working here. But I won't turn my nose up at a job offer, no matter how bizarre it is. I should count myself lucky. Shh. But not too lucky. That sounds perverted. Maybe it's better that I'll be shut back in the kitchen all day. If I had to stand out here and interact with all the girls in their maid outfits, I'd never get anything done. I was in the cafe for longer than I realized. Or I was at the apartment longer than I realized. Both are possible. I meant to get a lot more done today, but I crossed off an important item from my to-do list at least. Other than finding a place to live, getting an interview is probably the most important. And it's lined up for tomorrow. Still, you spend your time wandering the town, keeping an eye out for any hiring signs. Not finding anything posted in windows, you eventually end up back near Sean's apartment. There you are. But you got lost out there in the big wide world. How'd it go? I have an interview tomorrow. Well done. I'm sure you'll get it. I thought you were exaggerating when you seemed so serious about getting back on your feet, but you didn't waste any time. Can't keep me down for long. That's the spirit. So, what about Gemma? You and her have some fun together? Huh? What do you mean? Not really. She was cleaning. Oh really? That routine must have looked good in the apron. Yeah, apron and lingerie. Bit odd, but I didn't complain. She can be a funny one sometimes. Well anyway, you want to order some food? I'm starved. You shrug and agree that you could eat. Can't believe I have a chef living under my roof and we are still having takeaways. Sean shakes his head. What a disgrace. Disgrace? You want to see a disgrace? Go look in your kitchen. What'd you expect me to do with eggs, mayonnaise, and barbecue sauce? A miracle, obviously. But don't use the eggs. Those are definitely expired. You grin and smile as you go to order the pizza. Just like old times, it's kind of a comfort that some things don't change. The two of you chat into the night. Before you know it, you're both yawning. Sean leaves to the bedroom as you lay down to rest on the sofa. Day 2 dawns, Friday 12th. Birds singing outside wake you from your slumber. Despite another night on the sofa, you feel at peace as you open your eyes. This is it. Today's the day. I just have to prove myself. You get up and stretch out, pretending not to feel all the aches from sleeping on the couch again. You slept well, which surprises you, and you don't feel nervous. You know how to bake. You can bag this interview. However, as you think about it, you realize if you are successful, you will need a place to stay in quick. Sleeping on Sean's sofa won't be good when you're working, You need a proper bed. After the interview, you decide whatever happens, you will find an apartment. Still, deciding to get ahead of any possible disasters, you get ready and head out of the apartment early. Sean isn't even awake yet, and you tiptoe your way through your morning routine and then out of the house to head toward the cafe. I don't think about what I'd do when I got there so early. You frown, not sure what to do with yourself in the meantime. Since there are still a few hours before you were meant to arrive, you walk casually into town. Wandering through town and taking the sights, you discover a new supermarket in the area. Lily did say they only had very basic items for desserts. Maybe I can impress her more if I can make something more complex. I should bring a few personal ingredients just in case. It'll show I'm serious about this. Walking along the aisles, you spot a few items. The question is what you should buy. 5? They only have 5 candies? That sucks. Also, it would be good to buy lots of items. Perhaps getting just a few items would be best. Which ones are the question? You look at what items to select for your dessert making interview. It's all the, like, same shit down the aisle. There's not much to choose from, honestly. Okay. How much money do I have again? I do not know. I think goat's milk, red peppers. Oh yeah. Oh, this will be good. Maybe some red wine. I have a few items now. I can only hope it is enough with what they have to make something worthwhile. Oh boy. Well, this is it, my one shot. It's all or nothing now. Either I get the job or I land myself into a real spot of trouble. I have to give this everything I have. I complete my transaction and walk towards the door. Excuse me, sir. My name is Natalia. Oh yeah? That's great. I just want to check that you have everything you wanted. I do, thank you. Just another greeter, it seems. All paid for, I hope? No, I'm stealing it. Pardon? Is she? Yes, all paid for, I think. You think? You think? I hope you aren't stealing anything then. What is she, a security guard? Taken aback by the accusation, you fumble your words for a moment. What do you mean? Stuck for your words, you manage to ask her what she means. The woman looks you up and down with a serious expression. Oh no, she probably thinks I'm a thief now. This is everything, I swear. Of course it is, but watch yourself, I'd be keeping an eye out for you in the future. Again, who are you? You quickly depart, trying not to look at her. Why did you say your name as well? Your face burns red, having been suspected of shoplifting. As you walk through the door, unable to help yourself, you glance back to see her looking at you still. As you pass through the door, she winks before turning away. She's playing me. What on earth was that about? You shake it off and walk towards the cafe. This wasn't what you needed before the interview. What, the items you bought or the interaction? But with your back pressed against the wall, you walk to your interview with steely determination. Nothing's going to keep me down. I just have to believe in myself. I know how good I am. I just had to show that to Lily. And there you are. Panicked, you steal a glance at your phone's time. You're not late, don't worry. I always arrive a little early, you should remember that. You nod, relieved. Of course. Follow me. She unlocks the front door of the cafe and heads inside. It's fairly simple. I just want you to make a dessert for me, just to prove you still have the skills I remember. You really don't trust me anymore, do you? It's not that. I just have to do what's best for the cafe. I'm not just an employee now. Oh? I'm responsible for who works here. Of course, sorry. I'm just teasing. I know this is necessary. I can't let nepotism get in the way of our success, no matter how much I might want to. It isn't personal. You nod. Lily was always so serious. It doesn't surprise you that she wound up in an administrative position. I understand, I promise. Okay, come this way, to the kitchen. You pass through a corridor next to some stairs before going directly into the kitchen. That's a nice looking kitchen, man. It's pretty big. Yeah, maybe it's not pretty big. Maybe it's just decent sized. I brought a few extra items to use as well. Lily takes your bag and inspects what you brought. That's fine, as long as you're not trying to sneak something in to pretend you made it. I wouldn't. My fresh baking is way better than anything I could pull off a shelf. Lily smiles. Alright, fair. If the dessert you make is good enough, then you can start immediately. Your stomach clenches. Really? Just like that? Mm-hmm. Consider this a working interview. I already know you after all. I know you can be trusted. I also arranged for a helper to come in case you need help navigating anything, but they won't be allowed to directly influence the dish. And I'll know if they do. A helper? That's me, unfortunately. Don't sound too excited. What's it say, Barry? You made me come in on my day off. Don't expect me to be thrilled. Wait, I didn't do anything. Off to a good start already, I see. Is this going to be an issue? Apparently it is. What? No, of course not. You give Abigail a sideways glance, begging her to agree with you. She stares back at you, her icy gaze as unreadable as ever. Is she mad at us? Oh, what the hell? But then she smiles. Okay, I'm getting mixed signals. Just like the girl from the grocery store. Of course not. Michael and I always like to pick at each other. It's simply how we get along. There's no issue. Lily looks between the two of you, then nods reluctantly. Alright, I'll be back in a couple of hours then, to try what you made. Abigail, help him navigate the place and give him whatever he needs. And remember to make something that will keep. You'll be making desserts in batches while on the job. Lily glances around the kitchen again, nodding to herself that everything seems to be in place. Alright, I'll leave you both to it. You brace yourself. Didn't expect this, I have to say. But it might be nice to have you look back around. Keep things interesting around here. It gets old having a bunch of girls working together. We could do with a scapegoat. You groan quietly, but at least Abigail's teasing. That's better than the chill you detected from her earlier. What happened to the maid outfit? Huh, typical approved like you would ask that. Abigail sniffs at the idea and starts to show you around the kitchen. You follow along obediently, taking out ingredients as you spot them. Flour, butter, sugar, all the bare bones basics of dessert making. Well, I'll be right back then, while you get settled in here. You ignore her disappearance, too focused on what you have to do to impress Lily with the world's best dessert. At least, that's what it's going to be in your mind. Nothing less will do. If Abigail gets bored and wanders elsewhere, it's not really your problem. You know how to navigate a kitchen, after all, even one as sprawling and impressive as this. You arrange your ingredients, crank up the oven. I'm back. What? What are you doing in that? Oh, she's gonna be a distraction, isn't she? Your eyes drink in the sight greedily. Weren't you just complaining? Besides, I want to know what it felt like to be looked at in a private in something like this. When you're on the job, focus on every little thing you have to do. You don't really think about it. You don't get to enjoy it. Behind the scenes, I only had the other girls. But you're here now to enjoy it. So, enjoy it. She turns this way and that, showing off the way the skirt hugs her curvy hips and highlights the shape of her chest. I feel like I'm supposed to look away. It's a polite thing to do, you know? Not if I'm asking you to look. She steps even closer, and you swear she thrust out her chest just a tiny bit more for your benefit. I lost those pictures from the dream, premonition, or whatever it was, so this could be a good chance to replace them. Then what if I do more than look? You take out your phone and example, and Abigail's eyes light up predictably. You want something to remember it by? You know, if you ace this interview, you'll be seeing me in this practically every day. But not like this. No, not like this. Follow me then. Are we gonna do a photo shoot? You glance back at the kitchen, torn, but decide they can wait. For now. For just a few minutes. For this.